My Maddy by Gail E. Pittman, illustrated by Violet Tobacco. And the inside says, most mommies are girls, most daddies are boys, but lots of parents are neither a boy nor a girl, like my Maddy. My Maddy has hazel eyes, which are not brown or green, and my Maddy likes sports because they're not quite a spoon or a fork, they're a spork. Some of the best things in the world are not one thing or the other. They're somewhere in between and entirely on their own. Most mommies are girls, most daddies are boys, but a lot of parents are neither a boy nor a girl, like my Maddy. Sometimes my Maddy's eyes look green and sometimes they look brown. Sometimes they look like both or something completely different. Why is that, I asked Maddy. They're hazel, Maddy says. It's a beautiful color all on its own. Maddy's hair flows from sort of brown to sort of blonde, to sort of both, but really neither. If only there were a word like hazel for hair. Maddy wakes up at the crack of dawn before I even wake up. I like watching the sunrise, Maddy tells me. It's not day and it's not night. It's something in between and kind of both and something all its own. The sky changes from red to pink to yellow. Every morning, Maddy drinks coffee while eating breakfast with a spork. I love sporks, says Maddy. It's not a spoon, it's not a fork, but kind of both. The way you only need one utensil. Every day, Maddy walks me to and from school. We talk about all kinds of things. What's your favorite time of the year, Maddy? Fall and spring, says Maddy. The leaves turn colors in the fall, I say, and in the spring the flowers bloom. Yes, says Maddy, things change in the fall and the spring. Before Maddy leaves, I get a big kiss. Maddy's kisses feel like sandpaper against my face. While I'm at school, Maddy rides a motorcycle to work every day. It's not a car or a bicycle. It's kind of both. And it's something all on its own, Maddy says. Maybe someday Maddy will take me for a ride on it. When Maddy picks me up from school, I get a big bear hug. Now I know how baby bears feel. One day on our way home, it started to drizzle. The sun shone through the raindrops. Look, I pointed to the sky. A rainbow. The most beautiful things happen between the rain and the sun, don't they, said Maddy. When I get home, it's after lunch, but before dinner. I'm usually starving by then, and Maddy fixes me a snack to tide me over. After dinner, before bedtime, Maddy reads stories to me. They're about imaginary things, but Maddy makes them feel real. Every night, Maddy tucks me in. Good night, my sweet child, says Maddy. Good night, Maddy. I love you. I love you too. Sleep well and have magical dreams. And between the time I fall asleep and the time I wake up, I do. Some of the things, best things in the world are not one thing or another, but in between and kind of both. And something entirely fantastic on their own, like my Maddie.